Hey guys, Keegan here. Today we're talking about the critically acclaimed anime series Footy Cootie, otherwise known as Flcl. Since Season 2 and Season 3 is coming back on Toonami this June and this September, it's a good time for me to talk about this well-known anime series.
Haruko's master the guitar in 1 millisecond class! Yes! Sign up now!
Do you find this difficult to understand?
Footy Cootie is an anime series that is created by two well-known anime studios, Gainax and Production IG. Gainax is obviously known for animes like Neon Genesis Evangelion and Gurren Lagann, while Production IG is known for animes like Attack on Titan and Ghost in the Shell. This anime series takes it to a whole new level. In fact, it was originally an OVA, original video animation, that only lasted for 6 episodes. The story of FLCL is about a 12-year-old boy named Nanota, who has an older brother who's in America right now playing baseball and has to deal with his ex-girlfriend who's still in high school, constantly flirting and hooking up with him. And then for some reason, a random girl driving a Vespa suddenly hits him accidentally and then hits him with a guitar, and then after that, weird stuff starts coming out of his head like giant mech robots, and his life changes from there. Oh, and the girl who hit her on the head named Haruko ends up living with him and his family, who consists of his father and his grandfather, and becoming their household maid.
It's you, the Vespa woman!
Why are you yelling?
Hurry up and sit down.
Hi.
I just hired her to work for us. Her name's Haruhara.
Haruko, pleasure.
The thing I like about Footy Cootie is that how weird it gets with its story. Like, it's hard to follow sometimes, but it is enjoyable. The action in this show is well constructed too, and it's the best part of this show, because it has a lot of energy and a lot of movement and a lot of creativity that these animators put into this show, and it's weird. This is a weird ass show. Like, they even poke fun of anime references in this show as well. Characters of this show is well put together too. I love the main character Nanota, and my favorite character is Haruko-san, who honestly is basically the Mary Poppins of anime. The reason why I think Haruko and Mary Poppins are very similar is because 1, they both represent nanny-like characters, 2, they help to guide the younger main characters through their journey and help them out. Sort of like a guidance figure they both represent, and having them overcome their purpose in the story. And 3, they're just so likable. Both of them are very likable role models, because Haruko, I gotta say, is probably one of my favorite anime characters of all time. And I give it to Carol Wildgreen for providing an excellent voice for her. If you don't know who she is, I highly recommend checking out some of her other voice works up here, because I wish I could explain them all. It's just so much voice work she does. She does anime and animated stuff. But I'm getting off topic about this. Now let's talk about the animation, because holy shit was it groundbreaking at its time. I consider this animation groundbreaking animation. It's very fluid, it's very fast paced. This animation was done in the year 2000, and this was during the end of the cel-shaded animation era. This is when animators started moving to digital art animation. It just felt so alive, incredible, fast-paced. Different styles change as well. Some of the styles would usually change to South Park or Aeon Flux. I can see why the animation is great, because the director of this also co-directed Neon Genesis Evangelion and the first 2 rebuild of Evangelion films. I also like the music. It feels like an MTV music video vibe whenever I listen to it. And that's what makes the show stand out. It's just the music helps the story out sometimes. I mean, you got the main character holding a giant guitar as a weapon. Also, I liked some of the side characters of the show besides Nanota and Haruko being the 2 main characters. You got the pervert dad character, you got the high school girl, I don't know her name, who hits on Naruto. You got Naruto's school friends as well. You got Naruto's grandpa, you got military general guy who has the bushy eyebrows, bushy eyebrow guy. Like those little bushy eyebrows I see there. But yeah, there's just so many like fun and interesting characters, and they do have like a purpose. Like each of them have a role for this show. Even though it's a very short series, they still fulfill that role, I think, and that's what makes it really good. Also, the humor is just such a funny show, I can tell you that. Like, the humor just balances the weird sense of nature that's going on. I like how Nanota acts more like an adult while the adults act more like kids. I like that balance, while it's also bringing a sense of humor. This is a coming-of-age series, so it basically is about the message of growing up and learning how to be a different person. It represents a coming of change, and that's what the show works really well with. Overall, I think FLCL is a great show, and that's why it gets a 9 out of 10. I highly recommend checking out on Funimation, or if you like watching it in subs, you can watch it on Hulu. Though, I gotta be honest, I actually watch it in dubs, but still, watch it whatever you feel comfortable with. Definitely worth a watch, and make sure to subscribe more for great content, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.